Welcome to the geometry creation video for tutorial number 5. In this video, I will demonstrate how to create the geometry. Before starting the geometry creation, make sure you are in the right plane. Plus D plus Z. First, select the Create Line Endpoint command. In the ribbon bar, input a length of 0.25 and an angle of 90 degrees. Now select the origin and hit the Apply button. Now, input a length of 0.75 at an angle of 180 degrees and pick the point as shown. Now select the Apply button. Next, input a length of 0.1875 at an angle of 90 degrees. Pick the line endpoint as shown and select the Apply button to stay within the command. Now, enter a length of 0.25 at an angle of 180 degrees. Select the line endpoint as shown and click the Apply button. Next, input a length of 0.125 at an angle of 270 degrees. Select the line endpoint as shown and click the Apply button. Now, input a length of 0.625 at an angle of 180 degrees. Select the line endpoint as shown and click the Apply button. Now, input a length of 0.1125 at an angle of 270 degrees. Select the line endpoint as shown and click the Apply button. Next, enter a length of 0.2 at an angle of 180 degrees. Select the line endpoint as shown, and again click the Apply button. Now input a length of 0.05 at an angle of 90 degrees. Select the line endpoint as shown, and click the Apply button. Now, enter a length of 0.5 at an angle of 180 degrees. Select the line endpoint as shown, and click the Apply button. Finally, enter a length of 0.125 at an angle of 90 degrees. Choose the FastPoint command and enter the coordinates 0, negative 2.325. Hit enter to place the line at that point, and now select the OK button to exit the command. Select the Screen Fit icon to view the geometry. Now we will create a dynamic arc. Select Create, Arc, Arctangent, and in the ribbon bar select Dynamic Tangency. Then select the line as shown and pick the line endpoint of that line. Then select the line endpoint of the last vertical line we created. As you can see, a dynamic arc will appear. Select the OK button. Now select Edit, Delete, Delete Entities, and pick the line as shown. Now click the End Selection button. Now we will create relief grooves, which are based on thread size and orientation. Thread relief grooves provide clearance for treading tools to retract at the end of the cut and relieve stress concentrations at the end of the part, thus making your part stronger. Choose the command Create, Relief Groove, and ensure that the OD thread is enabled. Now, click on the Select from Table button. From here, scroll down the list until you find a 1/2 inch diameter with a lead of 13 threads per inch. Now select the OK button. Make sure the orientation is set to positive X as shown, enable break lines at groove, and change the Z position to be negative 0.75. Now, select the OK button to create the relief groove. The part should appear as shown. Now, reselect the Create, Relief Groove command and ensure that the OD thread is still enabled. Again, click the Select from Table button. Now scroll through the list until you find a 5/8 inch diameter with a lead of 18 threads per inch. Now select the OK button. Now, click on the Shoulder on Right button and make sure that Break Lines at Groove is enabled. click the Select button and choose the line endpoint as shown. Press the Enter key and make sure the Z position has changed. Now click the OK button to create the relief groove. Now we will create chamfers to break two sharp corners on the part. Select Create, Chamfer, Entities, and input a distance as shown. Also, ensure the style is set to one distance. Now pick the entities as shown. Select the OK button to exit the Create Chamfer command. Once complete, your geometry should appear as shown. Now, save the file accordingly. This will complete the video for the geometry creation portion of tutorial number 5. In the next video, I will cover the setup sheet, tool settings, and stock setup.